In this video, we will walk through a couple of discounted cash flow examples for the quiz, starting with number 4 from the quiz review. In this example, Clyde wants to buy a motorcycle in 4 years. If he were to buy the bike today, it would cost him $18,000, but he expects the prices of these bikes to rise by 3% per year. And he expects, when he's saving to buy this bike, he expects to earn at 3.84% on the money he invests, but he's going to invest monthly. So we need to first figure out how much he needs to save. So remember the formula that says the future value equals the present value times 1 plus the interest rate raised to the n. Notice the parentheses are extremely important where you place them. So in this case, the future value equals the present value, which is what the bike costs today, $18,000, times 1 plus the rate. In this case, it is 3%. We do not need to divide 3% by 12. When we're doing inflation, we usually do that on an annual basis. If you did divide it by 12, and your n would then be 4 years times 12 months, that would work, but the traditional approach is just to do inflation on an annual basis. So we have it at 1 plus the inflation rate raised to 4 years. When we do that, we get a value of $20,259.16. You can leave off the pennies if you like. That's not critical. And so, in this case, Clyde needs to save up $20,259.16 at the end of 4 years to have enough money to buy this motorcycle with cash. So how much does he invest today? Well, we know that the future value equals the investment, how much he invests, the investment amount, times the future value, interest factor, and annuity. So in this case, we know that the future value is $20,259.16. That's going to equal the investment amount times the factor. So what is the factor? Well, what we can first need to determine is which of these columns we need to use. So first of all, what is the I? The I equals the rate he's investing at, 0.0384. We got that up here. 0.0384, 3.84%. But he's going to invest monthly, so we need to divide by 12. There's 12 months in a year. So when we do that, we will get 0.0032. The second thing we need to figure out is what the n equals. The n equals, in this case, he's going to invest for 4 years, but he's going to invest monthly, so times 12, so the n equals 48. If we look at that, the correct column then is this first column. He's going to invest for 48 months, and on his monthly return will be 0.32%. This is a future value problem, so the number is 51.7933. So in this case, the future value, 20,259.16, equals how much he needs to invest times 51.7933. So the amount to invest will equal 20,259.16 divided by 51.7933, and that equals $391.15. So now let's just set up the first few rows of his investment schedule. I'm going to insert a table just so we have something that collect the data with. So we need enough tables, enough columns to get everything we need. If you remember the columns we want the first column is time in months, second column is his beginning balance, third column is how much he invests, fourth column is his investment earnings, and fifth column is his ending balance. So we need 5 columns. And then we're going to do 3 periods, and we need a title column, so we'll do 4. Hopefully this is the right amount. So again, the first column is time, then it's his beginning balance, how much he invests, his earnings, and his ending balance. So the time is going to be months, so he has month 1, month 2, and month 3. So just draw this out in your exam. I'm going to change this to make it easier to read. So his beginning balance then is 0. He's going to invest $391.15, and in his earnings will be his beginning balance, $0, times his monthly investment rate that we calculated above, 0.0032, and that equals $0. So his ending balance, you just add across beginning balance plus how much he invests plus his earnings, and that equals 391.15. We then go to the next month. At the beginning of the next month, he has 391.15, what he ended up last time. He invests another 391.15. His earnings are 391.15, his beginning balance, times 0.0032, and that equals $1.25. So his ending balance then is 783.56. Just add across. The next year, his beginning balance, or next month, his beginning balance is 783.56. He adds another 391.15. Now his beginning balance is 783.56. He's going to earn 0.0032 on that. So his ending balance will be his earnings, are 2.51. So his ending balance is 1177.22. So there's the solution for number 4. Then we'll do number 5. In number 5, Jill wants to buy the car. She's going to pay back the loan over 6 years through weekly payroll. So 52 weeks in a year. The car she's looking at costs $52,000. The bank is charging annual interest of 4.68%. All right, so let's get our N and our I first. And in doing that, sorry, I've got a little issue here with words. So to do that, our I is going to equal our annual interest rate, 0.0468. And then here, since we're doing weekly, we want to divide by how many weeks there are in a year. So there are 52 weeks in a year. And so we want to take that number and divide it by 52. So 0.0468 divided by 52 is 0.0009, or 0.09%. Our N is she's investing for 6 years, but on a weekly basis. So 6 times 52 equals 312. And so now we know the formula that the present value equals the loan payment times the present value interest factor annuity. So this case, the present value, how much the car cost, is $52,000, and that will equal the loan payment times the factors. So we're looking for 312 periods with a loan amount on a weekly basis of 0.09%. So our factor is 271.9170. And so our loan payment equals 52,000 divided by 970, and that equals $191.23. And so now we need to do our schedule. So again, we'll insert a table. I asked for the first 3 lines, and so we will insert a table. So again, we need 5 columns and 4 rows. And just remember that it's time beginning balance. This time the beginning balance is a loan balance, the loan payment, interest on the loan, and the ending balance. So time is week 1, week 2, week 3. Our beginning balance, this case, is $52,000 because that's how much we owe the bank when we purchased the car. I didn't talk anything about a down payment or anything like that, so the entire amount is what we borrowed. Our payment is $191.23. Our interest will be the loan beginning balance, $52,000, times our weekly interest rate, 0.0009, and that equals $46.80. So our ending balance is, we take the beginning balance, $52,000, minus the loan payment, $191.23, plus the interest, $46.80, and it gives us an ending balance of $51,855.57. So for a loan, you take the beginning, subtract your payment, and add the interest. When you're doing the investment thing that we did up above with Clyde, you add all the columns together. But here, your payment reduces your loan amount, but the interest increases the loan amount. So it makes our beginning balance the next week $51,855.57. We make another payment of $191.23. Our interest then is going to be $51,855.57 beginning balance times 0.0009, and that equals 46.67. And so our ending balance then is 51,711.00. Our beginning balance minus the loan payment plus the interest expense. That makes our beginning balance the next week $51,711.00. We pay another $191.23, and our interest expense is $51,711 times 0.0009, and that equals 46.54, and that makes our ending balance 51,566.31. And so that's all you need. You just write it out. Use a calculator. Be real careful with how you divide and all that. Show all your work, and you should be in good shape. Thanks.